we are delighted to have Sri Rama Varma, performer, educator and festival curator, speak about one of his favorite musicians, Sangeeta Kalanidhi Sri Madurai Mani Iyer. Prince Rama Varma, singer and Vainika, is the descendant of the composer Maharaja Swati Tirunal and of the artist Raja Ravi Varma. A postgraduate in commerce, Sri Rama Varma started learning music in 1982 from Vechur Harihara Subramanya Iyer, a disciple of Chamangudi Srinivas Iyer. He continued his music training under Sangeeta Kalanidhi Dr. M. Balamurali Krishna. Sri Rama Varma also learnt Veena from Vidwan Trivandrum R. Venkatraman and Vidwan K.S. Narayanaswamy. Prince Rama Varma gave his first public concert in 1990 and released his first CD at the Queen Elizabeth Hall in London. He has performed at venues across Asia, Europe, North America and the Middle East. Sri Varma is a much loved and revered guru. He taught music at the Rotterdam Conservatory for several years. His lectures, workshops and teaching sessions, packed with learners of all ages, are humorous and engaging. Prince Rama Varma has organized Carnatic and Hindustani concerts at the Swati Tirunal Festival at Kutramalika Palace. He invited Vidushi Parshala Ponnamal to be the first woman to perform at the Navaratri Mandapam, thus breaking a 300-year-old tradition of exclusion. Sri Rama Varma connects with audiences with his enduring sense of humor. His concerts are peppered with descriptions and anecdotes, making his music accessible and enjoyable to audiences all over the world. He is a polyglot and strives to understand and elucidate nuances of the works that he performs. Sri Varma's love for legends like M.D. Ramanathan, Kishore Kumar and Rafael Nadal are well known. He loves to travel and takes immense delight in new experiences. He is also a connoisseur of good literature, good music and good food. Prince Rama Varma exudes joyousness in life and music, and this is a quality he shares with Sangeeta Kalanidhi Madurai Mani Iyer.
Good evening, friends. It's my pleasure to be here with you this evening. As Srividya ma'am rightly said, I have a lot of heroes, starting with Sri M.D. Ramanathan, then followed by Kishore Kumar. And about each of them, I would be able to give a lecture demonstration, except about Rafael Nadal, because I don't have the build to talk about, give a demonstration about Nadal. But I have given several lectures at several parts of the world about M.D. Ramanathan, about Maharaja Swati Tirunal, about Balamurali Krishna, about my Veena Guru K.S. Narayanaswamy. But though Madurai Mani Iyer has been one of the greatest loves of my life, this is the first time that I get a chance to speak about him officially. Though in my normal conversations with people who attend my classes, they know how much I speak about him. So I'm very, very grateful to Essae Foundation for giving me this opportunity to speak about one person who is closest to my heart. Before I talk, let us start the evening auspiciously with a couple of minutes of Madurai Mani Iyer's voice. So it is very difficult. The topic is so vast that one could take one song, for example, Adamodi Galade, for example, or Ma Janaki, or Taye Yashoda. Just one song he has sung. We take the alapana, the composition, the naraval, the swaram, what he does. With that 2 hours we can cover. So that is one option. So I thought I would do it the other way. Just give small snippets. And there is so much material available online now that these can be pointers, and those of you who are interested, you can look up the rest on YouTube yourself. So this is a studio recording from 1930s.
ಸಾಗನಾದ ತನುಮನಿ ಸಂವೇದಗಳು ನಮ ಮೇಮೆ ಮನಸಾಜಿರ ಸಾಗನಾದ ತನುಮನಿ ಮೋದಕರ ನಿಗಮೋತ್ತಮ ಸಾಮ ಮೋದಕ ನಿಗಮೋತ್ತಮ ಸಾಮ ಮೋದಕ ಮೋತ್ತಮ ಸಾಮ ವೇದ ಸಾರಂ ವಾರಂ ವಾರಂ ವೇದ ಸಾರಂ ವಾರಂ ವಾರಂ ತನು ಮನಿತ ವೇದಂ ಕರೋ ನಮ ಮೇವೆ ಮನಸಾಜಿರ ಸಾಗನಾದ ತನು ಮನಿತವ ಸದ್ಯೋದಾಯತಾದಿ ಪಂದವ ಸದ್ಯೋದಾಯತಾದಿ ಪಂದವ ಸದ್ಯೋದಾಯತಾದಿ ಪಂದವ ಸದ್ಯೋದಾಯತಾದಿ ಧನಿದ ಬಗಮ ಸದ್ಯೋದಾಯತಾದಿ ಧನಿ ದ ಬಬ ಮಾಮ ಪವ ಧನಿ ದ ಬಗಮ ಸದ್ಯೋದಾಯತಾದಿ ಧನಿ ದ ಬಬ ಬಗರಿ ಗ ಮ ಮ ಪ ದ ಧನಿ ದ ಬಬ ಗರಿ ಗ ಮ ಪ ಧನಿ ಧನಿ ದ ಬಬ ಗರಿ ಗ ಮ ಪ ಧನಿ ದ ಧನಿ ಧನಿ ದ ಮ ಮ ಪ ಧನಿ ದ ಬಬ ಗರಿ ಗ ಮ ಪ ದ ಬಬ ಗರಿ ಗ ದ ರಿ ಗ ಮ ಮ ಪ ಪದ ಧನಿ ದ ಬಬ ಗರಿ ಗ ಮ ಪ ಧನಿ ಧನಿ ಪ ಧನಿ ಧನಿ ಮ ಪ ಧನಿ ಧನಿ ಪ ದ ಮ ಪ ಧನಿ ದ ಬಬ ಗರಿ ಗರಿ ಮ ಗ ಗ ಮ ಮ ಮ ದ ಬ ವ ನಿ ದ ಲ ನಿ ದ ದ ಬ ಮ ಪ ಪ ಮ ಗರಿ ಗ ಮ ದ ಜೋಯ ಜಾಯ ದ ಸ ಪ ದ ವ ಗ ಹರಿ ಗ ಮ ಪ ಧನಿ ವರ ಸ ಸ ಸ ಹರಿ ಗ ಮ ಪ ಧನಿ ವರ ಸ ಸ ಸ ವಿದ್ಯಾಲೋಲಂ ದಲಿತ ಕಾಲಂ ವಿದ್ಯಾಲೋಲಂ ದಲಿತ ಕಾಲಂ ವಿದ್ಯಾಲೋಲಂ ದಲಿತ ಕಾಲಂ ವಿಮಲ ಹೃದಯ ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜ ಬಾಲೋ ವಿಮಲ ಹೃದಯ ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜ ಬಾಲೋ ನಾರ ತನು ಮನಿತೌ.
So, the very popular song in Chittaranjani. Why I chose this, there are several reasons. One, there are very, very beautiful lecdems on Madurai Mani already available on YouTube, though most of them are in Tamil. So I'm doing this in English so that for non-Tamil speakers also they can have access to that. So many of his masterpieces have been already demonstrated and they are available on YouTube. This is one reason. Then in our Puranas, there's a story when Lord Sri Anjaneya offered, an Asura came to him and Rama was attacking him, and the Asura came to Anjaneya and said, somebody is coming to attack me, please protect me. So Anjaneya did not know that it was Rama who was coming. So he said, no, I'll protect you, just hide behind me. And then Sri Rama comes. And Anjaneya worships him, does namaskaram. Then Rama says, did you see an Asura? Yeah, he's here behind me. No, I'm going to kill him because I've promised one sannyasi that I'll kill him. But Hanuman says, I'm so sorry, I've promised him that I'll protect him. So you know what a Rama devotee Hanuman is. But his word is gold. So if he says, I'll protect you, means I'll protect you. So he tells Rama, first you have to kill me, then only you can access the Asura. And Rama doesn't want to kill Hanuman, so tentatively he'll start firing arrows at him. So whenever an arrow hits Hanuman's shoulder, Rama's shoulder will pain. So various parts he'll start firing arrows. Finally, Rama can't move at all because wherever he's fired an arrow, it's aching on his own body. Then Rama asks Hanuman, what is happening? Then he asks him to come close and you pull any hair on my body and listen, the whole body is going Rama, 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 Rama the whole time. So if Rama is firing arrows at Hanuman, Rama only is getting attacked. Like that, among our gods, the one god is Lord Shiva, whose body itself is made of not sound, but of nada, which is the divine sound. So Tyagaraja worships Shiva in this form, Nada Tanum, Anisham Shankaram. In Carnatic music, if there was one person who, from all accounts I have heard, was actually one Nada Swarupi, that was our hero of the day, Madurai Mani Iyer. So because I am 57 years old now, and I started singing little late, but I started associating with musicians quite early. My family was very closely associated with many musicians. So I've had the privilege of interacting very closely and actually singing with people like Professor T.N. Krishnan, Umayalpura Sivaram, and T.K. Murthy, Palgad Raghu, and of course Vellore Ramabhadran. So T.N. Krishnan, Vellore Ramabhadran, they have played hundreds of concerts for Madurai Mani Iyer. So through them, I have had access to his music also, from the way they speak about him, how he sang, how he behaved, how he treated his accompanists, so much like that. Speaking about myself, this is just to give you a background, not to speak about myself, but I come from a family where the musical scene was completely dominated, not 50% or 80%, but 100% dominated by Semmangudu Srinivasa Iyer. So my guru was Semmangudu Srinivasa Iyer's disciple also, Vechur Harihara Subramaniya Iyer sir. So whoever Semmangudu did not like were not, I was not exposed to them at all. So there are many musicians, including my second guru, Dr. Mangalampalli Balamuralikrishna. I had not even heard his name when I was a child. So it was, and as Sri Vidya ma'am announced, for the Navaratri festival, women were not allowed. So only male, not only to sing, even to listen, women had to sit outside. It was a strange tradition. But M.S. Subbulakshmi was the only female musician who was very close to my family. So I knew her. I didn't know she was a great musician. I knew her like my own grandmother. In fact, my own actual grandmother and M.S. Amma, they shared the same date of birth, the same day they were born. So she used to be in and out of my house. Semmangudu used to be in and out of my house. So these are people, KV and Mama. So these are people I knew as a child like my own relatives. So, but Madurai Mani was not in the picture at all. So I used to listen to M.D. Ramanathan, Pudukot Krishnamurthy, K.S. Narayanaswamy Veena, K.V. Narayanaswamy, and people like that. Then when I was around 12, 13 years old, I listened to a live concert of T.V. Shankaranarayanan for the first time. And I was completely blown away because it was not like anything I had heard until then. I felt that the swarams were just, you open a bottle of champagne and it comes out like that. And so, like there's some so effervescent and explosive. It was just, it was not aggression, but it was very high voltage at the same time. It was little faster than average. And the accompanists had to be, it didn't look complicated, but accompanists had to be really, like you string an instrument tightly or loosely. So it was very tightly strung, but very joyful, very upbeat, and he was very pleasant and making sounds when they were playing. I say, so kind of appreciative sounds I had never heard somebody make sounds like during a concert. So I was completely blown away, and then I became a hardcore Shankaranarayanan fan. This was around 1985 at that time. So no mobile phone, no internet, no CD. It was only cassettes and records and tapes were available at that time. Then somebody told me, oh, T.V. Shankaranarayanan, he is the nephew of Madurai Mani Iyer. So I had never heard that name till then. So who is Madurai Mani Iyer? Oh, he was a great singer. You know GNB? I have heard GNB, Semmangudu, Chembai, I have heard. But I have never heard of Madurai Mani. Then I started searching for records of Madurai Mani. And I found one LP record, which is one of his all-time classics. It has Ma Janaki and Sarasa Samadhana Bheda Dandacharita, Eppo Varuvaro, the Gama Marigapa note, Nijam Barmamal, with T.N. Krishnan and Vellore Ramabhadran. Then I found a few more with Bhairavi Koluvai is there, and Sara Saksha Paripalya, Brova Bharama. So the 3-4 LP records, that's what I got. But after learning Veena, or after starting to learn Veena, I started approaching listening not just for enjoyment. Very actively I would be looking at what they are doing. Semmangudu sings Kalyani, M.D. Ramanathan sings Kalyani, GNB sings. We can only sing those notes. So how come this man makes it sound like this and the other man makes it sound like that? So that way of analytical listening, not that emotional part is not there, but the other part became very strong. Then I discovered some things, firstly through TV Shankaranarayan only, later only through Madurai Mani Iyer. And as a practicing musician, I'd like to share some things which I have learned. I listen to a lot of other kinds of music also. And just like so many people play flute, but in Carnatic music, if we say flute, means first T.R. Mahalingam, after that only everybody comes. So he has that position. Same with Nadasaram, so many people play Nadasaram, but T.N. Radharatnam Pillai. Like that in Western classical opera, from the 20th, first part of the 20th century, in opera we have male voices which sing high-pitched and medium and low. They're called tenor, baritone and bass. So among the tenors, they say the singer. A singer means there is only one name. There's an Italian singer called Enrico Caruso. So they say, oh, sing like Caruso means there is like there's nothing else. Like so, his recordings are now available on online also. Many recordings are from 1920s, 30s, 40s. That time the recording quality may not be that great. So in my study of opera, I heard and I read so much about Caruso, where they say what was special about Caruso. It is not like he had a better voice than anybody else. It is not like his voice was more loud or he could hit the high notes better. In every aspect, if his voice was this good, there is somebody else whose voice was even better. So it's not like he was untouchable. Because when I heard first time, it was nice, but it didn't just blow me away or anything. But in 1920s, 30s, when for normal people, other than attending concerts, the only way to listen to music was through records. And at that time, there were 78 RPM records where 2.5 minutes would be the duration for one song. The Caruso specialty was that if he sang 2.5 minutes also, there's no warming up. It'll sound like you heard a bird in flight. No, there's no slowly coming. It is from opening, it was high voltage and it would defy gravity. So in Carnatic music parlance, we have heavy music and we have light music. So normally when we say light, it is like we have diluted, we have watered down, we have polluted, we have added some phrases which are not there in the raga. This is to make something light. But not that way. Madurai Mani's music was light, like it defies gravity. It uplifts, it is ebullient. No, that way it is light, not in a dilute way. So that quality Caruso had, that he just sang for 2 minutes also, it was no different from giving a concert in front of a live audience. That quality among all Carnatic musicians put together, past and present, Madurai Mani stands for. We just heard this Nada Tanimayisam now. So there is no slowly cranking up and then slowly coming. First, from the first beat, it's full speed. Full speed, I don't mean speed as in fast, but it's set on that, on course. So that was one quality which Madurai Mani had. And at that time, 1930s, 40s, for many people, just like in the West, for many people, a source of listening other than live concerts would be records. So Madurai Mani was one of the top in releasing records. So many of them would release records which had one song, either Alapana and Pallavi in one side. On the other side will be Anupallavi, Charanam and a little Swarams. Like that. But Madurai Mani was one of the earliest who has released what they call Kacheri set. So there will be a set of 7 or 8 records which will have from the first song till the Mangalam, one set. Way back in 1930s he did that. So I'll just play you how his voice sounded at that time from one of his Kacheri sets. And the amazing thing is that all this is available on YouTube right now. So I'm not playing anything which you can't access. Suppose I play one thing and say, only I have this, you can't get it. No, nothing like that. All these things you can access yourself. Of course, none of these things I had when I got attracted to Madurai Mani all those years ago. This is part of his Kacheri set. It's rare to hear him sing a Tilana. In fact, I've heard him sing only this Tilana, even from his live concerts. But we are severely restricted, a person like me, with the recordings which are available. But we read about him, we hear that one of his first concerts which he made a mega impact was when he elaborated Mukhari and sang Sheenamai Telugu and Naravel and whatever. But there's no recording as far as I know. Unless some collector is keeping it like this, when I die, I'll take it with me. There are many, many things which are with people who are keep waiting to take it with them, not there, but there, when they die. So I myself know. In fact, Madurai Mani, when I first got introduced to Madurai Mani music, only these pre-recorded things were available. Live concert recordings were not available at that time. So I found a Tata living in Madras, who was a senior citizen, but one of my friends who was a collector gave me his landline number and said, there's a Tata there who has big collection, not only Madurai Mani, he had collections of everybody. You go there and you won't believe, in 1985, for one 90 minutes cassette, he used to charge 500 rupees. So 500 rupees in 1985 for a 16-year-old boy, you can imagine how much it cost. So it was very, very expensive, and he would not let us listen to it first, just to listen to the audio quality. So some will be quite good, some will be not good at all. And accompanist, we all have preferences. So I liked to hear Madurai Mani in certain combinations, but no information. He said, you pay 1,000 rupees, I'll give you a 3-hour concert in 2 cassettes. That's it. Take it or leave it. That's it. So there's no other option. So whatever money I could collect, I would save, and whenever I would go to Chennai only once during December Margari season, around 20th to 31st. So I used to visit this man with whatever money I had, and of course Madurai Mani and MD Ramanathan, these were my 2 sources of spending money. But now all those concerts which I blew that much money, hard-earned money, now it is available on YouTube, free of cost. But you will be surprised. See, there are a number of musicians. Those days, if you look, we had Chamangudi and GNB and Chembai and Madurai Mani and Alaturu brothers and Chittur Subramanya Pillai and Madurai Somu. One set of people who used to sing. But now the number of performing artists has improved so exponentially. You forget the merit, but number of people who at least sit on some stage and give a concert. You go to Chennai itself, in December, there will be like 300 sabhas, small, big, doesn't matter. So morning, old people may sing in the morning, and then sub-junior and junior, sub-senior, senior. So if you just look at 2 weeks in Chennai, December 15 to January 1st, you will find maybe, I don't know how many thousands of people singing. But these many people of various age groups singing, it breaks my heart to see these precious recordings which are available free of cost on YouTube, how few people have made use of it. Because some, the Madurai Mani let them, Madurai Mani Ragam Tana Pallavi in Latangi or Kiravani or Kalyani, it's there uploaded 5 years ago and it has 300 views. It should have 3 million views by now, actually, if people realize the value and would make use of it. There are senior citizen Rasikas who know the value, they enjoy, and it is good. But I am concerned about people who are below 20, below 30, below 10, below 5, who are taking up music as a career, who haven't made use of this. This is very, very, very sad, because nobody is original. I may have something original, but I learned from my gurus, what he learned from his gurus, and what we listen to. So it's an ongoing thing. We are just links in a very, very long chain of things, continuum, which is going on. But and without digging into the past and benefiting from that, how that ruchi, that flavor will come. I'm not saying we should just be looking behind it. Definitely we should look forward also. But there is such a wealth of material which the great masters from the past have left behind. I mean, there are so many composers, for example. Why should we learn Tyagaraja Kriti? Definitely Tyagaraja Dikshitar, Swadhitranal, Shyama Shastri, those people, we can't ignore that. Even if we know amazing compositions by people who are still alive. So that this great reservoir of precious material left behind by the great masters, it is very, very sad how many young people don't make use of this. So at least during my classes, of course, some gurus are also, they will encourage students not to listen to anybody else. Suppose I am a guru means my students should listen only to me and to my guru. That like a horse with blinkers, you should not look left or right. So that also happens. But at least with people I know, my students also. In fact, Amrita Venkatesh is here. You can ask her if I am lying or telling the truth. But I have introduced her to so many great musicians like Madurai Mani or M.D. Ramanathan or Vallati Venkatesh. There are so many people. I'll tell, please listen to this. Please, even contemporary people, T.R. Subramaniam or Ramanad Krishnan, Pudukot Krishnamurti. There are so many people. Each one had something to offer. So gurus also, I feel, should encourage their students to listen to various people and take the best. Not imitate them, but take the best of what these people have to offer. Now, coming back to Madurai Mani Iyer, just very, very briefly, some biographical sketch about him. So he was born on October 25th, 1912. The centenary also happened so many years ago. His parents were Ramaswamy Iyer and Subbalakshmi, of which Ramaswamy Iyer had a very, very, very illustrious celebrity brother who was called Madurai Pushpavanam. So Madurai Pushpavanam, apparently, if he used to sing swarams, butterflies used to come. The swaram singing was, it used to, like you sing Amritavashni and make it rain. If you're very smart, even without singing Amritavashni, you can make it rain. But so he could, the connection between nature. So when he sang swarams, it is like some butterflies are flying. That impression Pushpavanam could give. But unfortunately, Pushpavanam passed away in 1916 and Madurai Mani was born on 1912. So he was only 4 years old when his uncle died. So he was not directly exposed to Pushpavanam's music, and very, very sadly, we are also not exposed because there is no recording of his available as far as I know. So then his first guru was Rajam Bhagavatar, who was a disciple of Ettayapuram Ramachandra Bhagavatar. So in his training, his guru used to encourage him to do again and again and again and again and again the varises, Alankaram, Janta Varise, more than learning compositions. So the Swarasthanam and the patterns and the rhythm had to be really set. So if that basic is not set, 500 songs, 600 songs, but everything is little shaky, there is no point. So he spent lot of time learning these basic exercises, and normally we do all these basic exercises in Mayamalogola. But he used to make him do it in Shankarabharanam, in Kalyani, in Harikamboji, in Pantuvarali, in other ragas, and in Mohanam, Abhogi kind of pentatonic ragas also, wherever it was possible to do these alankaram. So all the positions of all the 12 notes would become very strong. So that was one specialty. And Madurai Mani Iyer himself, when he used to teach the same way, encourages students to embrace and internalize the sthanam of each swaram. Normally we say, he's singing in Shruti. So if somebody is singing in Shruti, means the Sa is blending. So not only Sa, the Dha has a position, the Ma has a position, the Ga has a, each note has a position. But since Carnatic music is Gamaka Pradhanam, it has been kind of polluted in a very unfortunate way by saying if it is Carnatic music, it is Gamakam. I mean, Gamakam, what is Gamakam? Something is oscillating, which is the opposite of Shuddha Swaram. So Shuddha Swaram, Shuddha in any language, it means pure only. But for pure note, they say plain note, Motta Swaram, flat note. There are very bad words used for pure Swaram. Actually, Shuddham is Shuddham only, it's pure only. So the pure Swarams, awareness, the correct position, and with awareness, how much Gamakam should be given in each particular ragam, in which occasion. So we can say, okay, Kalyani has Pratimatyam, Shankarabharanam has Shuddhamatyam. But Shankarabharanam has Shuddhamatyam? No. So you take Shankarabharanam for example. Gamaga, one ma. Gamaga, re gamaga, maga, re magari sani, sapamaga, pamaga ma, pama, padama, padani ma, ma, so ma. Maga mapa mapa. So many varieties in Madhyamam itself in Shankarabharana. So it's not like Kalyani has big ma, Shankarabharana has small ma. The small ma has so many varieties. So that where to give. So we are singing Shankarabharanam, Alapana means we are going to remain in Ga area. Magare re ga magare magare sani sari ga sari sani sari re 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 ga re sani sari ga sa sari pa ma ga ma ga re ga ma pa ma ga. But we want to go up. Ma pa da ni pa Dani sa, so ma. So when we do ma, we know we are going to go up. So after singing ma, magari sa, we won't go down like that. So that listening to the great compositions by the great, learning the great compositions by the great masters, and listening to what we call jnanamana music. So in normal Indian language, jnanam means knowledge. But in Carnatic music language, jnanam means refined good taste. So if somebody is singing tastelessly, we say, oh, jnana shunyam. Jnana shunyam, it's not, doesn't mean stupid or without knowledge. It's not tasteful. It sounds cheap or whatever. So his guru used to emphasize on doing all these basic exercises and fixing the swarasthanams, which is what he used to do with his disciples also. So after learning from Rajam Bhagavatar, Harikesanallur Muttaya Bhagavatar, one absolute legend, we can talk 5 hours about, not 5 hours, more than 5 hours about Muttaya Bhagavatar. It's such a rich topic. So we see compositions from Tyagaraja Dikshitar time. Then one of the bridges from traditional to modern was Harikesanallur Muttaya Bhagavatar. He took, rather than just compose exactly like Tyagaraja style or Dikshitar style, he took things forward to another. And my guru, Dr. Mangalapalli Balamuralakrishna, he did further on that, taking things forward. So, Muttaya Bhagavatar, he started Tyagaraja Vidyalayam in Madurai. And Madurai Mani joined there. He was one of the very important students there. He learnt directly from Muttaya Bhagavatar and from the gurus there. By that time, he had started showing so much promise that he stopped his education in second standard, like secondary school, like primary school, secondary school. Those days, it was sixth form and form system, so I don't exactly know which class it would be the equivalent of now. So he stopped education and went into music full time, which is again another thing with our normal Indian families. We want everybody to get educated, get a degree, maybe get a postgraduate, then get a job, get married, have children, and then become excellent in something. So while we are forced to fit into the most mediocre one prescribed path. So if we look at tennis, since US Open is going on, I'm saying, so the two of the biggest names during the past few years were Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. And the only person who beat both of them on every count was Novak Djokovic. And who is Novak Djokovic? He doesn't come from a great parampara or thing. His father and mother, they used to run a small cafeteria. And when he was 6-7 years old, he has two younger brothers also. They're not a rich family at all. So when he was 6-7 years old, they see that he has some really special talent. So they sell their coffee shop and borrow money and invest everything into this one boy. And you see where he is now. He's beaten everyone else. And he is poised to become maybe the person who has won maximum number of Grand Slams, male or female. So that risk his family was prepared to take and recognize the special talent in tennis and invest their time and money and risk doing it. But in our society, mostly they don't do that. They want everything to be normal, but still you have to excel. So when Olympic Games comes, the Indian contingent will be like 400, 500 people, mostly pot-bellied old people like me. They will be walking and with their mobile phones taking videos, but we get one bronze medal. Whoa, we got bronze medal. Yay, so happy. When some tiny country like Lithuania will take 4 gold medals and go. So that is because of this not recognizing excellence, not nurturing talent, and to conform. Everybody should conform. That what makes each person unique is snuffed out, crushed, and everyone has to be the same. So at Madurai Mani's father, fortunately for us, he was not like that. So he recognized, oh, this boy is something special. So education matter or no matter, you do music full time. From that time itself, being with Mutaya Bhagavatar again was a very, very great influence on Madurai Mani Iyer. Mutaya Bhagavatar, like there's a story of Markandeya. No, Markandeya, Yama was coming to take him. And he embraced the Sivalingam. And he said, no, I won't let go. So like that, Mutaya Bhagavatar embraced Shruti. So he was, apart from being a composer, a guru, and a performer, he was a great Harikatha exponent also. In fact, I have a small connection with Mutaya Bhagavatar. He was my grandmother's music guru. And he had gifted her a Tanpura 100 years ago, which is what I use even now. So I, again, like MS Amma, Semangadi, they were like my grandparents who used to be in and out of the house. Like that, for me as a kid, Mutaya Bhagavatar, yeah, that man who used to teach my grandmother. I never knew he was such a great man till much, much, much later. So my house is on top of a hill and the gate is around 1 kilometer away. And Mutaya Bhagavatar, he used to wear such a strong perfume, Jawad, that when he reached the gate itself, Bhagavatar Bandha, people, because smell would come, not smell, fragrance would come first. So they would know that, and he had 10 diamond rings on his fingers and a turban. He would look so stunning visually, like Swami Vivekananda. You know nothing about him. You just see his photo, you're like, wow, who is that? So that kind of impact he had. And Mutaya Bhagavatar was one of the founders of the Swatirunal College of Music in Thiruvananthapuram, which still exists. So there he built 2 Tanpuras specifically to stand and give Harikatha. So when we sit, we have a normal Tanpura here, but to match his imposing stature, he custom made 2 Tanpuras where the kodam is like this big. So like in the Western string instrument family, we have violin and viola and cello and double bass. No? So this is like a cello equivalent of a tanpura, which you can only stand and play. So when he used to stand and give harikathas, 2 people would stand on either side and play the tanpura standing up. So these 2 tanpuras still exist in Swatirunal College. They are just kept as showpieces. I don't think they have used. So, but for a person, only a person who sings in Shruti can afford to have even 1 Tanpura. So sometimes he would even have 4 Tanpura. Even now, Hindustani concerts, many concerts you witness with 2 Tanpuras. So he was completely into Shruti-soaked personality. So even during his Harikathas, there will be singing and there will be talking. So even during the talking time, the Shruti would always be very, very audible. So that was Mutaya Bhagavatar. And with Mutaya Bhagavatar, when he was studying in Tyagaraja Vidyalaya, Mutaya Bhagavatar himself used to take the music students to nearby temples. There are, in that area, Madurai, Trichy, that whole area is full of, each temple again we can talk for 1 hour. And people like Muthuswami Dikshitar, Tyagaraja, they have written so many compositions on these temples also. So Mutaya Bhagavatar himself, like a guided tour, he used to take students to these temples to have darshan. And he used to be an expert not only in music, but in mridangam and in dance also. For those of you from Kerala, you might have heard of a dance legend called Guru Gopinath. I don't know how many of you have heard. So Guru Gopinath, he passed away. I have met him when I was very small. He looked a little bit like Swami Chinmayananda, that kind of look. So the dancer, so at that time, male dancer was very rare. So in my house, once Maharaja Swatitranal's Shankarabharanam song, Nrityati Nrityati Samba Shivo, there is a song like that. So, Nrityati Nrityati Samba Shivo, Trikitatom, 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 Niti, Nrityati Nrityati Samba Shivo, Trikitatom, 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 Niti, Nrityati. There's a song like that in Adi Talam only. So this, in the presence of my great grandmother, who was called Amma Maharani. Today, if the name of Maharaja Swatitranal and his compositions are this popular, one of the main reasons was this lady, who was my mother's mother, Amma Maharani Setu Parvati Bai, who employed Mutaya Bhagavatar to travel around Kerala and collect and compile whatever compositions of Maharaja Swatitranal were available. And he started publishing books also in 1919, 1920, that time. So, why I said is that, so once the Guru Gopinath, as a young man, he danced Nrityati in my house, and Mutaya Bhagavatar was in the audience, and he was not happy. So after watching for some time, he was getting restless, and he said, "Hey, stop." Then he asked him to stop and took off his anklets. And he tied the anklets and he danced and so he actually danced and demonstrated how to do this. So Geetam, Vadyam, Nrityam. So to be a complete artist, that was Mutaya Bhagavatar. So being with Mutaya Bhagavatar was a very, very great influence on Madurai Mani Iyer, because he was very strong not only in Shruti, he was a composer also. So always, since I spent 18 years with Mangalampalli Balamuralikrishna sir, I know. However, we learn Swatitranal, Dikshitar, Tyagaraja, Purandadasa, who lived 100 years ago, is different. But when we learn a composition directly from the composer, and we spend time with them for days and months together, and we are there with them when during the birth of a new composition, we witness that creative process. It is very, very different, because suppose I spent one day with Balamuralikrishna and he composed a song. Tomorrow I sing a Dikshitar song or Tyagaraja song also. I'll try to visualize how it would be, what would have been their bhavam, what would have been their emotion when they composed this. So just like suppose I lift weights with only my right hand and don't do anything with my left hand, after some time my right hand will become muscular. So see, similarly, we try more and more to connect with the spirit of these composers. Something is there. So I'm not saying during my dreams Tyagaraja comes and whispers to me or something like that. But some connection we can develop more deeply than a superficial. We just look at the notation, we learn and we sing, and that's all. It is okay, but it touches at a deeper level when we approach a composition from the point of view of a composer. And his association with Mutaya Bhagavatar had all these benefits. And Mutaya Bhagavatar, again, he would encourage his shishyas to go and attend live concerts. So any event, including a lectern like this, you watch the video later and you attend live, the impact is different. And much more so with live concerts those days. And those days there was no other option also. There was no recordings, or maybe radio you could hear a little bit. So Madurai Mani used to listened to a lot of concerts, and he liked certain Nadaswaram players a lot. So Nadaswaram would not be sitting, they would be doing Nadaswaram Seva in temple. So in a very big temple, they would be playing and walking around. So they'll make a big round. It may take 4 hours, 5 hours. So Madurai Mani, as a young boy, he used to walk along with the Nadaswaram people and listen to Nadaswaram in these Utsavam. So at that time, there was a gentleman called Ponnuswamy Pillai and of course T.N. Rajaratnam Pillai. But despite imbibing so much of Nadaswaram music, there are two distinct approaches to vocalization in Carnatic music, the Nadaswaram way and the Veena way. So Madurai Mani, though he could sing fast and all that, his general approach was leaning more towards Veena than to Nadaswaram. The way he cut everything into, so I like chocolate, okay, you give me this big block of chocolate, I can't eat. So you cut it into small pieces and nice, small things you eat. So his music was also, if you look at Hindustani music, I forgot his name just now. So one of the greatest singers of all time, Hindustani, he had only one lung. Kumar Gandharva. Yeah, thank you. So Kumar Gandharva, so because he had only one lung, he could not sing very long phrase. Small phrase. Madurai Mani was not like that, but still it is not this very easy. You can sing. This kind of phrase you won't hear Madurai. That's it. That's it. Na 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 na. So all small. One speed. That's it. Na na. Not so then so this can be more impressive. Wow, something is happening. Bhramit kar this, to make the listeners spellbound. So more than overwhelm the listeners, he just offered something very, very sweet and very, very attractive and very charming. Anything he did was charming. At least I find it very, very charming. So that is, maybe I'm a little prejudiced since I play the Veena. I definitely lean more towards Veena than Nadaswaram. So I like the fact that he also does that. So then, apart from his gurus, Mutaya Bhagavatar and Rajam Bhagavatar, one of his all-time favorite people, just like Madurai Mani is for me, though he is not my guru, was a gentleman called Subbarama Bhagavatar, who had a very gruff, low kind of voice. So he was not a popular singer, but he was a great scholar, and he used to be invited to sing in the courts of the Maharajas, local Tanjavur, Ramanad, places like that. And Madurai Mani was crazy about Subbarama Bhagavatar. And the gift we got from Subbarama Bhagavatar is Madurai Mani Swaram singing. So he has openly said, when people have asked him, how come you sing? Because he has not heard Pushpavanam sing, though he was the great uncle. So whom do you follow? Because we have never heard Swaram singing like this. He said, it's nothing new. I just follow what Subbarama Bhagavatar is doing. So at that time, when by Panini Sazariri, Panini Sazariri Gapa Panini Saza, Tika Sazariri Nisaza, Papanini Gapa Rika Sazariri Nisari Zagari Bagani Basani, Garibari, and then some Akaram will also come. So, but then I discovered, it is not singing Sazariri Gapa Rika Gapa Panini. The first note will be only one. Then only the double will go. So it is not Sazariri Gapa Panini, it is Sari Riga Gapa Pani Nisa. So Sari Riga, so Sari Riga Gapa Pani Nisa, Sari Riga Gapa Pani Nisa, Sari. So the first time as a 14-15-year-old I hear, oh, it's so unbelievable. And then we feel, feel only he can do that. Then we practice more and more, we listen more and more, we become closer and closer and go, oh, okay, now I can do it also. Then after some time we digest, we swallow it, it becomes part of me. Then people who have not heard that person hear me, they see it as my, oh, this is something he does particularly. So then we can either be grateful and remember our sources, either remember, and if we are very, very magnanimous like Madurai Mani, we can highlight that. See, this is what he used to do. See, for example, my biggest hero, M.D. Ramanathan, his guru was Tiger Varadacharya, who was a very funny man. So somebody sang Hamsadhwani very badly. See, you would say, "Idu Hamsadhwani kadiyadu, idu Himsadhwani." So he used to say. So when I teach music and the gathering like this, but mostly very, very young people, so kids sing and I'll be making them sing something and they sing nicely and I say, see, you are singing very nicely. Then, you know, if you sing badly, what it is called? They'll say, no, it is called Himsadhwani. Then they'll all laugh. Then I'll say, my big hero was M.D. Ramanathan and his guru was a great man called Tiger Varadacharya. He used to say that. So at least like through Himsadhwani joke, at least they will get to hear the name Tiger Varadacharya. But I can easily pretend, no, this is my own joke. You know? So in everything it's a mark of great quality to give credit where it is due, which he used to do. In fact, M.D. Ramanathan, I don't want to digress into M.D. Ramanathan, which is a very dangerous topic, then I'll only talk about M.D. Ramanathan. So, but my Veena Guru, K.S. Narayanaswamy sir, he worked in, what is that place? Annamalai University. So Annamalai University and his colleagues were Tiger Varadacharya and Sabhesha Iyer. So Sabhesha Iyer was the guru of Mushiri Subramania Iyer. So K.S. Narayanaswamy knew about my addiction to M.D. Ramanathan. For him, M.D. Ramanathan is one Tiger copy. Tiger is his main man. So very affectionately, fondly, indulgently, he used to do, oh yeah. He used to try and sing like Tiger. Like that he used to say. So I used to think, because I had never heard anyone sing anything like M.D. Ramanathan. It was completely original. So there are places on the steps here if you want to sit. If you don't want to sit on the ground, the steps are there. Gallery seats. So when my guru used to say, M.D. Ramanathan was trying to copy Tiger, I used to get very offended because I had never heard anything as original as M.D. Ramanathan until I heard a recording of Tiger Varadacharya. Then I was, ayyo, that's like, because he was using the same thing. Same thing, same Shruti. I'm not lowering the Shruti, but you just touch the roof of your mouth with your tongue. Tiger sings like this. That is what MDR is doing. But MDR, till he died, there is an audio recording of N.B. Ramanathan recorded April 1st week 1984, which is 3 weeks before he died. There also he's talking, my master, everything is my master. Even Balamurali Krishna, who was very aware of his own greatness, the moment he spoke about his guru, he'll be like, oh, my guru. And T.V. Gopalakrishnan, who's with us even now at age 94, just ask him something about Chembai, he'll be like one star-struck teenager only. At age 94, his doctorate, Sangeeta Kalanati, so many awards, there's nothing he has not done. So still, when he talks about his guru, his eyes shine and like that he speaks. So that it takes a particular kind of personality to remember those people and feel like that in front of them. So even if I am very accomplished, when I look at that, are you in front of that? I become a child again. No, that's a very rare quality. So he had that. Madurai Mani would always talk about Subbarama Bhagavatar. And as far as I know, there is only one audio recording of a radio interview with Madurai Mani in Tamil. So that is there available on YouTube. So in that also he asks, how do you sing swarams like this? And he credits Subbarama Bhagavatar. Unfortunately, the audio quality of the interview is not that great. That's why I'm not playing that. So then, apart from listening to these people and learning from these people, he used to follow a gentleman called Madurai Nagaswami Bhagavatar, who was a direct disciple of Valajpet Venkatramana Bhagavatar, who was a direct disciple of Tyagaraja Kritis. So Tyagaraja, this Madurai Nagaswami's specialty was that in every concert he used to sing few Tyagaraja Kritis, and next concert he won't sing these at all. He will sing a different set of Tyagaraja Kritis. So he had such a big stock of Tyagaraja Kritis that Madurai Mani used to follow him around and get these Kritis from him. So he developed a big stock of Tyagaraja Kritis directly from following Madurai Nagaswami Bhagavatar. Then both Madurai Mani and his gurus used to feel to teach a young child music, it is definitely better to teach Tyagaraja Kritis first and Dikshatara Kritis only after some time, only after they reach a certain stage. So the same thing happened with Madurai Mani. He started learning Dikshatara Kritis little later, and the Dikshatar flood started happening much later also, because Tyagaraja Kritis were already in vogue in 1910, 1920, but T.L. Venkatramana and see people like that, they brought out Dikshatar Kritis during the first part of the 20th century. Even D.K. Patamal, people like that had a big hand in bringing out a lot of Dikshatar Kritis. Then he used to follow, like I follow M.D. Ramanathan, Madurai Mani. Madurai Mani was completely crazy about Maharajapuram Vishwanath Iyer. He was very, 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 very fond of Vishwanath Iyer. There was a group of, now we call them groupies. So there is Vishwanath Iyer groupies. Wherever he sang, the set of people will go travel to that place and attend his concerts. So Madurai Mani was one of them. And till the end of his life, if anybody spoke anything even remotely bad about Vishwanath Iyer, he used to get very angry. Hey, you shouldn't even talk anything bad about him. It's beyond reproach. That was the feeling he had. Again, Vishwanath Iyer, he was also very close to my family, and I have heard from my great-grandmother, Amma Maharani, that once he spent 3 days in my house, and morning after breakfast around 10 to 12, then after lunch nap, then 3 to 5 have a coffee, and 6 to 9. 3 days he only sang Harikamboji Alapana. So nothing else, just Harikamboji, and it kept coming, kept coming. Same thing I have heard from my guru K.S. Narayanaswamy sir, when he used to work in Annamalai University. Tiger Varadacharya, he would take a raga like Vasanta or Purna Chandrika or Janaranjani and just sing and sing and sing, and you won't get bored, and you feel he's just showing a little bit, but there is so much more remaining. While Ariyakudi was the opposite. He will sing Shankarabharana Kalyani within 3 minutes, you feel that whole Shankarabharana is over. There is nothing more to be said. Which is good, which is bad, it's a matter of personal taste. Each has its own value. So Vishwanath Iyer, just an anecdote which came to mind, that he sang in my house 3 days only Harikamboji. So then Ariyakudi, of course, brought out a big revolution in the concert pattern, as many of you know. So until then, for a 3-hour concert, 4-hour concert, they would take 2 or 3 songs with very elaborate raga alapana. So those of you who have attended the concerts at the Navaratri Mandapam, Thiruvananthapuram, now we have normal concert, just like anywhere else. But I have heard till 1930s, 40s, till Amma Maharani, Mutaya Bhagatar, they changed the concert pattern to what it is now. The Navaratri Mandapam gathering would be a Vidvat Sadas, actual Vidvat Sadas, where every listener would be a qualified musician. So the first day, the main kriti is in Ragam Shankarabharanam, Devi Jagajanni, means whoever is the main singer, he would start Shankarabharana Alapana, then whoever is gathered there, they could sing Alapana. So it will be one informal session where, okay, now you turn, take your turn. Like that, they would relay, and complete one big alapana among a group of 10 or 20. It won't be a very big gathering, 20 people, 30 people, but they will all sing. Then they sing Tanam, then they sing Devi Jagadanni song, then Naraval and Swaram also rounds, anybody used to sing like that. So it is very relaxed and lavish and abundant. It's just, there's a lot of time unhurried. So that got changed by Ariyakudi Ramanuja Iyengar. So there are 2 very strong opinions. One, that Ariyakudi was the biggest blessing to Carnatic music. which took it out from this elitist thing to common people because of the number of songs. Because you have a Varnam, then a Ganapati song, then one more song, then the sub-main, then one more song, then maybe a Tanyavartana, then a main, then one more song, then Ragam Tana Pallavi, Padam Javali, Tillana, Tirupavai, like that. So that this format. So, and in many languages, Tamil songs, so people could appreciate more, the common people could appreciate more. This is a wonderful thing. While I have friends who are very big into Dhrubat and Hindustani music, they say after Ariyakudi only that Carnatic music became, he completely killed Vilambit. There is no, it's all Madhyama Kalam or fast. Medium tempo or little faster than medium tempo. Then those long alaps were lost because if you sing nice alapana and slowly, different tempo, not only slow, the very slow is different, medium is different, very fast is different, little fast is different. So for the Mridangam person, if it is within that one, either little fast or medium, then they know, they have their work cut out for them. So there are people who enjoy Vilambit, who enjoy long alapanas, who feel that it's a sad thing which happened to Carnatic music. So I don't want to reveal my stance on this, but I'm just saying there is this approach and that approach. So anyway, so Madurai Mani definitely embraced Ariyakudi approach for concert planning, and those days it was a very big challenge not only to give live concerts but to give recordings for 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes to do one alapana, song, swaram, everything. So this is till 1924. In 1924, there was a function, Kumbhabhishekam of a temple called Alava Kotai in Shivaganga, where Madurai Mani had gone. So he was born in 1924, he was hardly 12 years old. When at home, when his father, who was a great musician and Madurai Pushpavanam's brother, so many musicians used to be in and out of their house all the time, musicians and music lovers also. So then this Kutti Mani used to sing, like that, and Chella Papa used to sing, and he was very cute already. So 1924, during the Kumbhabhisheka, as a surprise for his father, his friends got together and organized his first public concert, which went on for almost 2 hours, little more than 2 hours. And he sang with established accompanists who were much senior to him. So, and that was a big hit at that time. And then immediately news spread, oh, Madurai Pushpavanam's family, one new boy has come. So unlike many people who find it difficult to get a chance to break into the field, Madurai Mani had a very easy entry into the field because there's a lot of hype that Pushpavanam's nephew was singing. So he got lot of invitations, lot of opportunities, which he has commented on also. He says, at the beginning, I didn't have any problem getting concerts, but the big responsibility was to live up to their expectation. Because I haven't heard Pushpavanam, but they have all heard Pushpavanam and they are seeing me as the next in line who continues that tradition. So I had to ensure that I bring only a good name to my illustrious uncle and not a bad name. So he was aware of that responsibility. And then in 1925, he sang before Kanchi Mahaperiyava. So Mahaperiyava was a very accomplished person in music, in sahityam, in philosophy, in spirituality, in a lot of things. But there is one set of people or some individuals who have a kind of proprietary feeling. Mahaperiyava is in my pocket only, like that. So actually there are many people who have intimate connections with him in different ways. I have spent a lot of time with him as a child because my family was very close to him. And once when my mother and I, we went to Kanchipuram, we had darshan. Then my mother said, we'll just go and see whether he's there. As we were going, he was just coming out, he was alone. It was very sunny, very hot. So we did namaskara outside on the road itself. And at that time, I was only 6-7 years old. I never felt some big, like with M.S. Subbulakshmi and other people. I had met not only Kanchipuram Shankaracharya, Sringeri Shankaracharya also. I have met many times, the senior. So in fact, I used to find Sringeri Shankaracharya very cute because you say something, is it like that? For that, he used to say, Apapa, and he used to slap his cheeks. So, Apapa, actually, I used to find it very cute. So each time I saw Sringeri Shankaracharya, I used to go home and do Apapa like that. You know? So the Kanchi Shankaracharya was very cool and very normal. He would just sit and talk like that. And he heard Madurai Mani and became a die-hard fan of Madurai Mani from the first time he heard him. So there are so many people who are devotees of Mahaperiyava, but Mahaperiyava was a devotee of Madurai Mani Iyer, which is a very unique position he had. So once later in life, when he was visiting Chennai, he was passing by Madurai Mani's house early in the morning. Then somebody said, this is Madurai Mani's house. Oh, Madurai Mani's house. Then I want to meet him. So see how times have changed. So the big guy from that time, and now people will be surrounded by black cats and commandos when they try bodyguards. And so just said, no planning. This is Madurai Mani, so I want to meet him. So he just goes in, and Madurai Mani was not married. He had his sister, and his sister's son was T.V. Shankaranarayana. So they lived in that house. Then suddenly they're like, Mahaperiyava has come. So then Madurai Mani had just put oil on his head to take have a bath. Then they said, the Mahaperiyava, I haven't even taken bath. So then they said, please wait. Is he sleeping? No, he's woken up, but he hasn't had a bath yet. For a divine child like him, there is no need. Ask him to come and meet me. So Mahaperiyava called him and just interacted with him, sat and had a chat with Madurai Mani, oil on his hair without bath. So that was, so Shuddham is not only you take a bath, you become physically Shuddham, but there's another level of Shuddham which a great man like Mahaperiyava could recognize in Madurai Mani. Then 1927 was the birth of Madras Music Academy. So from the first year, Madurai Mani sang there, and he passed away in 1968. So from 1927 till 1967, every year he performed at the Madras Music Academy. And one cute thing happened. In 1927, for the first session of Music Academy, Madurai Mani Iyer's father gave a lectern on the 72 Melakarta ragas, and Madurai Mani was demonstrating that. So then, and he had a concert separately. So the same year, Madurai Mani's father got the gold medal for the best lectern, and Madurai Mani got the gold medal for the best concert. So, which was a very cute kind of thing to happen. So till 1967, he has sung in Music Academy. But those days, when he first started singing, people normally sang Shankaraparanam, Kalyani, Todi, Bhairavi, Karara Priya, ragas like that. But Madurai Mani Iyer was attracted to the lesser explored, like lesser known raga, many of which are popular now. But at that time, they were not popular. He would take Pratapa Varali and Uma Varnam and Jayanta Sena and Ranjani. Ranjani used to be not popular also at that time, and elaborate these things. So Kapi Narayani. So then for the normal Aam Janata, the scholars would respect him and, oh wow, he's treating these obscure ragas or limited ragas like big ragas like Shankaraparanam or whatever. But for the common public, it didn't reach them because it all like little. In fact, 2 weeks ago in Chennai, Dr. T.V. Gopalakrishnan gave a concert. Hello. I hope Prakash and Srividya have informed you that there's a 15,000 rupee fine whenever the phone rings. So, you told them? Yeah. Half you take, half I. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So, in fact, 2 weeks ago in Chennai, there was a concert by Dr. T.V. Gopalakrishnan. I physically traveled to Chennai just to attend that live, though it comes online. He gave a concert with Ekaika Raga Kritis of Tyagaraja. So there are all these kind of ragas. Vanaspati, Pariyajakam. So it was so unbelievable at age 94. This man, he has worked to sing Kalanidhi, ragas or Kala, I forgot the name. So there is so many ragas. It is very difficult to even imagine one full 2.5 hour concert with only ragas like this. So I asked TVG sir, you could have sung maybe Ni Sariya or Gangeya Bhushani or something. It's a little more flow is there than these Vakram scales. So he said, no, I wanted to prove a point, and he really did prove a point. But that was started by Madurai Mani all those years ago by bringing up these small ragas and making them big. So then once Semmangudi Narayana Swami who was a violinist, very senior violinist there, and related to Shamangude Srinivas Iyer also. He was accompanying the young Madurai Mani, and he just started singing Ranjani very elaborately. So Ranjani is little difficult on the violin because we have small Gandharam, big Madhyamam, and no Panchamam. So, in fact, when I sing Ranjani, I switch off the Panchamam in the Shruti. I keep just Sa. Na 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 Riga mata da maga maga sariga sani da sariga ma maga mata da mata sani da sariga maga sani da sani da ni da mada maga mada sani da ni da mada mama ga maga gas da mama ga gas sa sa ni da mama ga gas. So for the violin, you have to get the gap between ga and ma and not touch pa. So in fact, I've heard some tragic concerts where the violinist would not be very good and the singer will sing Hindolam, and violinist will hit either upper panchama or lower panchama. So always sa string purely, either one panchama would be heard all the time when the person is singing Hindolam. I've heard this directly. So the Semangudi Narayana Swami told him, see, if you just sing these obscure ragas, you are a scholar, we understand that, but it won't reach public. So that was a very big turning point in his life when he completely changed his menu and started singing Kamboji, Shankaraparanam, Kalyani, Pantuvarali, and suddenly that was the number of people who attended his concert just started growing. And at that time, what I played yesterday, his 78 RPM records started coming out also in 1930s. And they reached lot of household, not only the Kacheri set, but individual records also. So then he became much more popular. Then 1943 in Trichy, the elite listeners of Trichy, Madurai Mani fans, they gathered together and gave him the title Ganakaladhara. So Ganakaladhara title was never given to anybody afterwards. There's only one Ganakaladhara. So though he got Sangeeta Kalanidhi and President's Award from Babu Rajendra Prasad, so many things, he himself liked Ganakaladhara maximum. So in his house also it was written Ganakaladhara Madurai Mani Iyer. In his letterhead everywhere, Ganakaladhara was how he saw himself as. So in fact, I have a small irreverent story. I used to be very, very close to TV Shankaranarayan because at that time I hadn't heard Madurai Mani. So he was like this ultimate guy. So TV Shankaranarayan always used to tell me, yeah, after you heard my mama, now you don't come for my concert. So it's a little true also. In fact, December 31st means in Madras there is a sabha called Kalarasana. In Kalarasana, there will be TV Shankaranarayan with MS Gopalakrishnan. The Mridangam would change, but TVS Pata and MSG violin will be fixed. So every year, December 31st, if I was given a concert also, I would not accept. I'll go to attend this concert. So many years. So TV Shankaranarayan, at that time, our only communication was through letter writing. So and he was a very, very erudite person who loved P.G. Wodehouse, and he savored English literature a lot, which I do also. So I had the pleasure of introducing T.V. Shankaranarayan to Roald Dahl, who is my favorite author. But till he passed away, he used to say, oh, thanks to you, I discovered Roald Dahl. I'm reading that again and again. But whenever I used to write to him, he used to reply, and his letter paper had, at that time he was not yet Sangeeta Kalanidhi. So Essae Foundation, something and something and something and something, T.V. Shankaranarayan, BA, BL, MA, whatever. He's a lawyer also. Then nephew and disciple of Sangeeta Kalanidhi, Ganakaladhara, whatever. So the letter paper, half of it will be the title on it. There will be very little space to write anything. So when I used to write to T.V. Shankaranarayan, I was, now I'm very mild, but when I was young, I was little naughty. So I would address on the envelope outside to Essae Foundation, something, and whatever else there may be, T.V. Shankaranarayan. So all these titles. So and Shankaranarayan sir, he was called Raman at home. and I am called Raghu at home. So I used to call him Raman Mama, and he used to call me Raghu only. Raghu, you are very naughty, like that he used to say. So we had this friendly kind of exchange, but he knew how much I adored Madurai Mani. So then, see, there are so many emotions. We have sorrow, we have something meditative, we have something spiritual. There are so many aspects to music. So if we sing only one way, we can call it monotonous. But Madurai Mani, without becoming monotonous, he was very unidimensional, because only one emotion he gave out was joy. Unbridled, unadulterated, sheer joy from a person who had one of the most horrible times in life, both physically and emotionally, because he was struck down with leprosy. So to be unwell, you have a cold or cough, to give a concert is difficult. But leprosy was such a terrible disease, and it had a very bad social stigma also, because people felt if you just see a person with leprosy, you will also get. So there's even this expression in English that you avoid him like a leper. It's like, don't even go close to. So with that disease, and as a young boy, he was playing with some cousins, and they were shooting arrows, and one arrow hit one eye, and he became partially blind in one eye. He was only 12, 13 years old. Then they got scared. Don't tell Appa and Amma. So he didn't tell Appa and Amma. So it was not noticed for some time. So one eye, partial sight, he had lost even as a young boy. But once he got leprosy, that comes with a lot of other diseases for the voice, for the lungs, for the skin, for the hand. Fingers become misshapen. A lot of problems are there. With all this, the moment he sat on stage, he only generated joy. It's not like, ayo, I am so sick, I am mudiyada, ayo, that crying feeling is never there. Even I love that about Maharaja Swatirunal also. Swatirunal also had a very, very bad life, because he was a young Maharaja who wanted to do music full time, but being a Maharaja, he had to take care of administration. And he was a Maharaja who was getting crushed by the British rule. So Swatirunal was the last Maharaja who actually opposed the British. But by the time he died, he told his next person, these guys are there to stay, there's nothing we can do. Try and compromise with them and adjust and go. So, but despite this terrible life, he died when he was only 32 years old. You'll never find even one song where Swatirunal is crying, saying, ayo, see, British people are doing like this. My wife died, my children died. That crying, he doesn't dump his anguish onto his listeners. Which is the same thing with Madurai Mani Iyer. So much was there to be anguished about, but his music, suppose I don't feel very bright today, I feel little dull. Means, in fact, my big hero, M.D. Ramanathan, he would sit on stage and say, he's not in a good mood today. He'll say, so over the mic, he will mumble. Like, so then I would feel like saying, just listen to Madurai Mani singing Kamas for 2 minutes, then mood will come. Because he was like, so there are ragas like Supapanturali. Supapanturali, earlier when we were at the mercy of Doordarshan, if we wanted to watch TV, only Doordarshan is there. So any minister, any politician, any ex-minister, somebody dies means 1 week we have mourning. So what is mourning? The most auspicious thing in our music is percussion. So there won't be drums. It will be only alapana, one shehnai or something. They'll be playing mostly Supavanturali. So Supavanturali, again and again shehnai will go, then sarangi will go, then sitar will go. It goes on. So it reached a point where you just switched on the TV and the national program for music, somebody is actually playing Supavanturali. You say, who died? When you hear Supavanturali, we feel somebody died. But Madurai Mani, with all his physical problems, he takes Supavanturali. So it's like one happy way. So normally, that same ga, immediately that sad feeling is the core of the sad feeling is in this ga. Ta-na, ta-ra-ra-ra, same ga. It's like you're sitting on something with springs, just bouncing up and down. So that feeling. So even to take a raga like Subhabantarali and it becomes a joyful thing. So I always think, suppose now we have these electronic things. So there is a black piece of cloth which actually is a representation of the night sky. And it's just black. You touch somewhere, one star will come. You touch somewhere else, another star will come, one planet, one moon, everything. So Madurai Mani had this magic touch. Anything, it just touches and not hits. Just touch gently, it will just become luminous like a star. So that quality I have not seen in literally in anybody else. So talking about my musical journey, I learned music from Vechur Hariri Subramanian sir. He started teaching me normal style Varnam and whatever. So Professor T.N. Krishnan was very, very close to my family and to me personally. So when I started learning music, he would say, oh, you must sing Ragam. You can sing Ragam and Suram, no problem. So at that time I had not heard Madurai Mani or T.V. Shankaranarayan also. So then T.N. Krishnan used to come and stay in Trivandrum for 2 days, 3 days. And he would play Alapana and Swarams on the violin. So he would play violin and I would have to sing back. So not me singing and him accompanying. So then I didn't know at that time, his Swaram patterns are 100% like Madurai Mani. So if you watch, if you listen to T.N. Krishnan's solo record, later he used to play with his son and daughter. But before that, if you listen to old T.N. Krishnan recordings of just violin solo, he has played a lot with Semangudi, lot with Ariyakudi, lot with M.D. Ramanathan, and with many others. But when he played on his own, Niravati Sugata, for example. So, Mamava Marakat. So, completely Madurai Mani style. So, he used to tell me, at that time I couldn't sing Swarams. So, he'll take a simple raga like Hamsadhani or Mohanam. So, Gapagari, I'll say, Ninnu Ko. Like this, I didn't know any song in Mohana other than Ninnokori. So he'll say, instead of going up, sing double surams. So I didn't know that he was actually sharing the Madurai Mani path by telling me, because double surams always makes it easier and it gives the illusion of abundance. Suppose I want to sing Amritavashni, for example. I'm singing Sa Ni Pa Ma Ga Sa. So simple. Sa Ni Pa Ma Ga Sa. Sa 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 Ni 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 Pa 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 Ma 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 Ga 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 Sa 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 Sa. So it's like rain coming. But actually, throat is singing only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Swarasthanam. But each note we are singing 4. So, sa 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 ni 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 pa 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 pa, sa 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 ni 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 pa 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 pa, ni 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 pa pa ma 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 ni ni pa 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 ga pa ma ga sa ga sa ni, ga ma pa ma ga sa ga ma pa ni pa ma ga sa, sa ma ga pa ma ma ni pa sa ni ga sa ga ni sa pa sa ni sa pa ni ma ni pa pa ga pa ma pa ga ma sa, ga ma ga ni sa ni, ga ma pa ma ni sa ni ma pa ma ga ni sa ni ma pa ma pa ma ga sa ni pa ma ga. So this vivid kind of patterns, particularly in pentatonic raga. We can't do that in Shankaraparna. We can't do like. But Abhogi we can do, Hindolam we can do, Mohanam we can do, Valachi we can. Gapada nida da 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 nida ba ga ba ga sa sagaga sagaga pa 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 sagaga pa pa da da sagaga pa pa da da ni ni pa da da ga ga pa pa sa sagaga ni sa sa da ni pa da ni sa ga ba ga sa ga pa da ni da ba ga pa da ni sa ga sa sa ga ba ga sa ga sa ni da ni da pa da ba ga ba. Same thing. Ga pa pa da da ni sa sa ga ga. Like that we can do. So, but this, okay, Madurai Mani sings double swarams. So we do double swarams in Bhairavi and Todi, and we can't do that. So we have to know. And in his case, when he sang Bhairavi or Todi, or some people, the way they sing Todi, we feel, oh, I don't want to hear Todi anymore. We feel like. But Madurai Mani would make Todi charming also. So in fact, I'll now. For a long time, my voice has come. It's time for the divine voice to come again. So, yeah, Madurai Mani has sung many songs in Todi, but Taye Yashoda is one iconic song. In fact, Taye Yashoda is an iconic song for many singers, not only for Madurai Mani, but for me personally, Madurai Mani's Taye Yashoda is like the ultimate. From Kerala, Chembai Vaidyanatha Bhagavatar used to sing also. And Chembai made Sri Krishna a Malayali because he used to sing Taye Yashoda Undan Nayar Kulathile. So Krishnan became a Nayar also. So, but that is. But Madurai Mani's Taye Yashoda Kalele Chilambu Konja. So he used to sing Naraval, Madurai Mani Naraval. I'll talk about that now. But before that, why I want to play this is that I have introduced a lot of my students and friends to good music. Not only Madurai Mani, but M.D. Ramanathan and Pudukot Krishnamurthy, Ramnath Krishnan, Volati, so many people. Many people, not one, not two, but at least 15-20 people have told me that after they heard this particular recording of Taye Yashoda, which is only 2 minutes, it's a 78 RPM disc recording, studio recording. After hearing this Taye Yashoda, whenever they heard anybody sing Todi, they can immediately identify Todi. This reminds me of that. So it's like a capsule, one tablet of Todi. Already read Daivatam. See, we don't feel a hurry, but already he's reached Upper Sa within 1 minute. one side is over. Now record second side.
காலில் சிலம்பு காலில் சிலம்பு கொஞ்ச கைவளை கூறுங்க முத்து மலைகள செய்ய தெருவாசலில் வந்த காலில் சிலம்பு கொஞ்ச கைவளை கூறுங்க முத்து மலைகள செய்ய தெருவாசலில் வந்த காலில் சிலம்பு கொஞ்ச கைவளை கூறுங்க முத்து மலைகள செய்ய தெருவாசலில் வந்த காலில் சிலம்பு கொஞ்ச
There are recordings of just Kalil Chilambu for half an hour available on YouTube. Here everything is finished within 2 minutes.
கைவளை குலுங்க முத்து மாலைகள செய்ய காலில் சிலம்பு காலில் சிலம்பு காலில் சிலம்பு இந்த கைவளை குலுங்க முத்து மாலைகள செய்யத்தரு காலில் சிலம்பு குஞ்ச
That's all. Now song. No time for Sarab.
வானூரெல்லாம் மகிழ மானிடரெல்லாம் புகழ இளவன கண்ணனி வல்ல மடின பாலனந்து தாவி அடித்த பாலனந்து தாவி அடித்த பாலனந்து தாவி அடித்த அழைத்த என்னை மலையிட்டவன் பூர்வாயில் முட்டமிட்ட பாலனந்து தாவி அடித்த அழைத்த என்னை மலையிட்டவன் பூர்வாயில் முட்டமிட்ட பாலனலடி உமக ஜாலமகன் செய்ததெல்லாம் நல்வகள் கற்க சொல்ல நனமிக வாகுதடி தாய யசோத உதய குல கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் செய்யும் ஜலத்துகளை தாய யசோத
So, in Todi, two or three things which I have noted. One, he used to sing, and now I'll sing in my Shruti, because if I sing in his Shruti, big problem. Many times he would sing, ga, this ga down, more of the Shuddha plain ga he used to sing in the higher octave, and he used to sing down. One. Then many times instead of singing just plain Panchamam, no, he used to touch the pa. Same way with sa also. Na, na, na. So in that itself, one bit of the Todi will come. And this touching a note before starting the song, that is for all. He is going to sing Vatapi. He will not. He'll touch the guys there only. Okay. Le Vatapi Ganapati Vajegova. He's going to sing over the Gadamba. But first he'll just touch, very soft touch that note. So any song he sang, instead of just starting the song, he would touch that note very, very softly, which is very, very cute. One of my other big heroes, self-taught, Kishore Kumar. If you listen to Kishore Kumar, many songs, he also has this habit of humming the one note before starting the song. So I feel it's a very beautiful quality. You know, okay, that note is going to. Already one pre-taste has come. So about his raga alapana, what we heard, so he could sing this kind of capsule ragas also. He could elaborate, but never like very, very, very elaborate, normal, medium length only. In his Raga Alapana, one thing I don't like about him is that if you listen to Kamboji sung by Madurai Mani, it's very difficult to enjoy Kamboji sung by anybody else. So he will spoil Kamboji for us. It's like when somebody is singing very nicely Kamboji, but we are thinking of this only. Some templates he used to use. So, when it, so for all this echo will be there from so go to and that's another. There is so much to do in Kamboji, in Daivatam, in Panchamam, in Lower Ga, but he would just straight away fly to the outer space and grab the upper Ga and do so many things there. So this kind of thing he used to do, and many ragas, like I said earlier, the very, very strong training in Varise, Janta Varise, Alankaram, that influence came in his Raga Alapana also. You take something like Kiravani, for example. So just progression. So sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. So in Raga Alam, sa re ga then so sa re ga ma pa da pa da ni sa ni sa re sa re ga, then coming down. Pa magari magari sa sa na and each of this phrase will be dripping with Kiravani. Same thing you can do in Shanmugapriya also, in Charukesi also. So that was another special. It is, in one way it is predictable, in another way it is very nice. And speaking about predictable, in his Swaram singing, he did a lot of things ending on one Swaram 2 times. For example, you take Riti Gaula, for example. Nini Manini da magariga, manini da magariga, manini da magariga, manida ninne. Nirisa nida sanida manini sa sanida magama pa magarisani sagariga manida ninne. But when I was young, I used to think Madurai Mani had a Christian girlfriend because he would always sing Lily. So I thought he sing about a girl called Lily only. Because many times Lily would come. So, and he had this cute mispronunciation. So, sa also S-A-W. Because so would also come. So same with, like Lily in Kannada, he had Gandharam. So, Madadani papa, madadani papa, madadani pa mani pagaga, madani sa ni pa mani pagaga, madani da pa mapagaga, madani risa ni pa mani pagaga, re sa ni pa mani pagaga, gamari risa sa ni pa mapagaga, pama gamari sa ni pa mapagaga, mama risa sa ni pa mapagaga, re sa ni pa mani pagaga. Sa ni pa mani pa ga ga, madani pa mani pa ma pa ga, mani pa ma pa ga, ni pa ma pa ga ga ma re sa re 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 re, sa re ma pa ni pa ga 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 ma re sa sa sa, sa re ga ma ma re re sa re sa sa, re ma ga ma ma re re sa re sa sa, Ripa ga ma ma ri ri sa ri sa sa. Ri ga ma pa ma ga ma ri ri sa 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 ni da ni sa ni sa ri sa ni sa ni da ni sa ri 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 ri. Pa ri sa ri ri pa ma pa ga ga ba ri. This kind of pattern he used to do, which is very charming. So, but if we say, so many times we have this habit of caricaturing people. So we say, oh, Balamurli, he used to sing Hari Pada Maga Magari, Balamurli, MDR. No, but that is not, it is just a caricature. So just to show, now I sang one template, one typical Kannada pattern of Madurai Mani. Same Madurai Mani, I'll play two different Kannada swarams. One where the entire swaram he is singing alapana only. So there is some Hindustani schools of music, some schools they don't sing swaram at all. They say this is spelling only. So the answer to that is that swaram singing is okay if it is dripping with ragam. So Madurai Mani's specialty is that his swaram was full of ragam and his raga alapana was like swaram. So if you sing any phrase in raga alapana, we can notate that. It's very, very clear. There's nothing vague or balavala. It's very, very clear. So because we are almost out of time, that's why I'm choosing small clips. But these two clips I'll play of Kannada. Yeah. The full thing is there, but I'll just play the swarams. No, not this one. He's supposed to be singing swarams, but he's full alapana only. Thanks. So it's alapana in tala. Not once. It comes. You feel like tapping his shoulder and saying, sir, swaram. Now I hear that. Please, now saram ke. Again, Nala. So this is one, it goes on for a long time. So to give you a sample, now another Kannada, same gentleman, same Kannada, where he and the violin, that is another of his many great qualities. One of them is, for example, I have my permanent team. So if somebody calls me for a concert, even if the rate is very nice, I call SR Vinu violin and B Harikumar and I say, are you free? That day I'm not free. Then I'll call and say, I'm so sorry, I'm not free. Because I have my set team. They know exactly what I do. I know exactly what they will do. And we are all in one same wavelength. So it becomes kind of like a symphony and not like one person running behind. That won't come. But Madurai Mani was very, very democratic as far as his accompanists were concerned. Because when he was a small boy, he started singing and people who were much senior to him used to play for him. So then as he became older, his contemporaries used to play for him. And then he was very open to getting the next generation also. And as a listener and as a lover of violin, I find that the next generation, people like T.N. Krishnan and Dalgudi, they played much more accurately or more shuddham than the previous generation people. So previous generation, they would, many of them would not like silence at all. So the singer sings one swaram and stops. If he just, you need that silence, they'll be playing something else. So, but he was very, very tolerant and very indulgent about that. And for his concerts, there are some singers who like to trouble the accompanist, test the accompanist, paditradhu say in Tamil. No, so, but Madurai Mani, it is always like one invitation to a party. Come, let's all have a good time. So it's not only him, not only the violin, mridangam, the listeners, God, everybody together, we are all having a nice time. If you are an expert juggler and you have many, many balls, you are just juggling the whole thing. Ammana matradis, So he's just one ammana matra feeling he used to give. And that in this Kannada I'm going to play now, you can see the exchange very playful exchange between him and the violin. So violin plays one phrase, he will sing that back. Then the violin plays something totally vague and you can't understand what he played. So it's an apaswaram, it's wrong only. So he doesn't know. He also, he makes one sound. And so that's really funny. Recording quality is not very good. See the audience? That also can be heard. gone on his own track. It's like they've kind of lost the plot. They're just going around. To make up for not singing Swarams last time, to only Swaram. See, after that, he's taken the palette. We don't even realize. It's like, so there's no chorway, no build-up, nothing. He's just singing and just take the song. See, now, but when the violin plays, the building up for the guy. Okay. Now see what like that. So we can have accompaniments and sometimes we can have accompanishments also. so he was, in fact, my guru, Vechur Harihara Subramania Iyer, in fact, this year is his centenary. Once, Vechur Harihara Subramania sir, I was a teenager, and in Guruvayur, they have a big festival called Guruvayur Ekadashi. It was started by Chembai Vaidyanatha Bhagavatar. Every year it happens in November, December, that time. So once, when Vechur sir was a young boy, he sat down to sing. Because devotees, like in Tiruvayar Tyagaraja Aradhana, people can sing 1 song, 2 songs like that. Evening, they have half an hour slot or 1 hour slot for senior musicians. So Vechur sir sat down, and just as he started singing, one superstar violinist from that time appeared. And these big superstars, you'll never see them alone. You'll always have some chamcha, some minions will be following them, carrying their instrument. So even when they go to the toilet, you feel some people will go to assist them. So I love tennis because of that. You go to Wimbledon, they win like how many crores, we don't even know. But whoever comes, they bring their racket, they pack it up neatly and leave they don't have Shishyas carrying stuff. And in Carnatic music, I think that is one of the many things why people become spoiled, because you have this falling at the feet, taking blessings, Ashirvada Pandaga, whatever. So young people start feeling we are something else. So anyway, this big violinist with his minions, he came. And as my guru had started singing, credit to the big man, he didn't say anything. But the others, hey, big man, get out, get out. So they shooed him off the stage from where he was singing. And as a young man, he was just starting to sing, and a big man comes and he chases him off stage. He felt very sad. So then he went and just sat somewhere. Then people sang, and it was 9:30, 10:30 at night. Everything is finished. So all the accompanist, there will be some violinist, mridangist who will be there the whole day. Whoever sings, they will play for whoever is singing. So all the accompanists had also gone. My guru, Vechur sir, he came and he asked the sound guy, I want to sing one song, that's all. So he sat down and he started singing without any accompanist, only Shruti, Tambura was there. And full credit to this big violinist, he was staying in a lodge just next to the temple, and there are speakers all over the place. So he heard this man sing, hey, Pata, it's very nice. So he had gone to bed, he came out of bed and saw the same boy who was kicked out singing, and after he finished singing, he came and hugged him and said, you're singing so nicely, come, you join me, I'll play for you and I'll make you famous all over South India. Because when I hear you sing, I feel like playing for you. And my guru, though he was never very aggressive, or very quietly, he said, yeah, but I don't feel like singing with you. Thank you. So the course of his career changed. Because if he had actually joined him, he would definitely have made him famous, but every concert he would have had to put up with something. Is it a choice? Is it stupid choice? Intelligent choice? We don't know. But that man was one of the many people who used to play with Madurai Mani Iyer a lot. So when I listen to old Madurai Mani recordings, sometimes you feel this tender white flower and you just stomp on that. Sometimes the accompanist would be too not delicate enough to match with the delicacy with which he sang. So in my mind, Parani Subramanian Pillai, my top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my top 10 favorites are Parani Subramanian Pillai. The way he played Parani, that's another topic for a lectime. If Musiri Subramanian sang, this time, Meru Sama Na Mer. For that, Parani will suit. If GNB just belted out one song, for that Parani will suit. Chamangudi sang Maru Balka, for also he will suit. And for Madurai Mani, it's like he's match made in heaven. So Madurai Mani, later Vellore Ramabhadran also. Vellore Ramabhadran, he was happy just to give the groove, the platform for the freedom for him to just keep improvising, spinning patterns like that. So it is very, very, and T.N. Krishna Lalgudi, they have played also many concerts. So, but anybody played, whatever they played, he would sing Alapana for 2 minutes and they play for 10 minutes also, he didn't mind. So you have to have a very magnanimous, large heart and not feel insecure also. Suppose we are insecure, if I put this good mridangam or violin, I sing and he may play better than me, he will get more applause. That feeling, zero. So it is like when a person falls in love, they see the world with rose-tinted glasses. So everything looks pink like that. His heart was so pure that he could not see anything impure in anybody else. Everything was good. So even people who dominated him or exploited him, in fact, this is not a dominate or exploit, but I have heard C.S. Muruga Bhubati, who is again, other than Palghat Mani, Parani, he was one of the legends of that time. He was so passionate and intense that if the singer missed a beat or didn't put talam properly on stage, he would hit them. He would actually slap them. So many singers used to be scared to put Muruga Bhubati because he was a big hit. But Madurai Mani had, whether it's Palghat Mani Iyer, who was very, very dominating, or Parani Subramanian Pillai, or Vellore Ramabhadran, who just lifted him, any mridangam, any violin, he sang what he sang. So there is, and other features of his singing, now it's 7 o'clock already, so I don't want to go on and on. But his Neraval was another department by itself. Tanam singing is another department. So Neraval, he used to take one line and take one word or two words and just repeat that and spin pattern, spin pattern, spin pattern. So it may not have much meaning. For example, in Apparama Bhakti ento Goppara, Kapi Varithi Datuna. So can a monkey jump across the ocean? So Kapi Varithi, Kapi Varithi, Kapi Varithi, Kapi Varithi, he used to repeat again and again. So many Naravals are there. Etanayo Piravi in Tukiya Tiruvadi, or Paluku Botini in Durmarga Charathamulano. So his Naraval was another specialty. I brought one or two Naravals, but again that will take a lot of time. These are all available. So I'm just telling these so that you can follow it up if you are interested. Another feature is that if he touches a ragam, just touch means that we know, we can identify the ragam. There's never a mystery. I spent 18 years with Dr. Mangalampalli Balamurali Krishna, who used to feel that many people sitting in the audience, they are intent till they identify the raga. So you sing Kalyani, you can sing Kalyani as long as possible without revealing the identity. Then they will be intently listening and what is this? What is this? You sing plain Madhyamam or plain Devata. Then finally you reveal that it's Kalyani. Then they go back to checking their. So he believed in that. But despite me spending 18 years with him, I still follow Madurai Mani approach only. That if you touch a raga means you have to know. See, they're not as a quizzer. Oh, no, it's Saveri. Sakrapala. Neelambari. So, Kalyani. Bhairavi. So like that. So immediately you touch one note. So many people feel Bhairavi is the essence of Bhairavi is in the ni. Da ni sa re sa ni da pa. But actually it's in the ma also. So you sing Sarigama Padanisa in Karagarapriya and Bhairavi. Of course, Bhairavi Sagarigama is there. But you sing Sarigama Padanisa. Sarigama Padanisa. So how to show in Sarigama Padanisa difference between Karagarapriya and Bhairavi. So Karagarapriya will Regama Padanisa Nidapamaga. So Regama Mapadaga. Well, Regama Pada. So Regama. That Ma. Immediately Karagarapriya, it won't be good. This is good. Kampitama. So these kind of things, instead of just passively listening to Madurai Mani, if you listen carefully what he is doing, when he sings one phrase, we feel like saying, aha. Why did we feel? And the same phrase when the violin plays, we don't feel like saying, aha. He's played same phrase only. Reverse can also happen. Not only Madurai Mani, I'm talking in general. Even my big hero, M.D. Ramanathan, I've heard some recordings where he sings one phrase and violin V.V. Subramaniam will be playing. He plays exactly the same phrase and that will sound even more beautiful than what the vocalist sang. He's not changed anything, not added anything, just the intonation. So for music, this is, I'm saying for the sake of music students only, to listen to Madurai Mani. I am a person who is very obsessed with Sahityam, whether it is Kannada or Telugu or Tamil or Sanskritam or Malayalam, any language. And for a person like me, I'm not a scholar at all. I don't know Sahityam, but I like Sahityam. I enjoy the rasana of the lyrics. And Madurai Mani sings Telisi Rama Chintanato. So, Pamagamari says Rama Yeni Chapa. So, Rama Yeni Chapalaksha. So, Chapalaksha, every time, Rigama Diri Sasa Riri Sasa Rama Yeni Chapa. So Chappa, he'll stop like that. So for a person who likes Sahityam, it can sound very, what is this? Like that. And many Sahityams he has left like that. Still, he is one of my two favorites, M.D. Ramanathan and Madurai Mani Iyer. So when Vechur sir used to teach me, he was quite good with Sahityam. So he would teach me Kavava, for example. So he would teach Devadi Devan Maganeva. So Devadi. But Madurai Mani, he had a bite in that. Devagadi Devan Maganeva. So Devagadi Devan Maganeva. So Van Maganeva will come separately. So, but Devagadi De is one section. Van Maganeva is the next section. Well, what my guru taught me would be Devadi Devan Magane. It's so nice. So, but when my guru used to teach me, he used to teach one person 7 to 8 in the morning, another one 9 to 10, 11 to 12. So he would have been teaching the whole day. So evening 4:30 he would come to my house, and it was a big room like this. So I would be sitting there, and while making me sing, he used to just walk around the room. Sometimes he'll be behind me also. So behind me, he never hit me or anything, but it's a scary feeling to have somebody standing behind you. When he said, my guru is here, then it's okay. So when he used to go, like sometimes he used to look outside the window, the view was very nice. So whenever he was looking outside the window and I am singing Kavava, once I'll just sing Deva Gati Devan. What did you do? No, you did something, no? So I said, no, I did something. I don't know. No. Avaru pandra mari. Like Avaru means Madurai Mani Iyer. So papada pama ga ga re re sa da ga ga. So there also papada pama is that lightness. What I said in Shubhabanturali. Papada papa papa ma pa ni da da ma ga ga re sa sa ni ga ga. So ga ga, that double swaram, it comes in Vara. Varali seems very dark and heavy and whatever. So with magic touch, money magic, anything is possible. So as I said, there is Neraval, there is Thanam, the Virutams, that is another department, how he sang Virutams, and the post-Tanyavartanam songs. In fact, there are two categories of music, the scholarly Vidwat musicians. In fact, Carnatic music has this unfortunate tradition that people would hype it up, that if somebody is singing and there are only 3 people to listen, he must be a very great musician. That's why nobody came. So there's this old joke, what has 6 legs and 3 teeth? So 6 legs and 3 teeth is the front row of a traditional Carnatic concert. There will be 3 old people sitting with only 1 tooth. So that is one extreme. The other is populist music. Oh, he's a crowd puller. Crowd puller means he's cheap. That means anybody, Pandita, Pamara, normal people, small children, old, everybody listens to me, then it's adulterated, not good. But Madurai Mani proved that you can be both. It is so authentic, so sterling and beautiful, pure gold he delivered. You can't find fault if you're a great scholar also, but it was appealing to just for the common masses. So many people would come to his concert. There were people who would, because concert might start at a temple at 7 or 8 and may go on till 11, 12 at night. So many people would have, some people would have eaten at home. And since the hosts were not so gracious like Essae Music, who will give us all dinner, so people would starve at that time or eat at home and come. So people would sell kapalandi, groundnuts. So whenever Madurai Mani had a concert, it was a bonanza for groundnut sellers. People who sell snacks because people would come and eat them. So then somebody thinks, okay, it's 10 o'clock, I want to go home. And there will be rickshaw pullers. This is their livelihood. They want the money. Then they say, please take on. He's not yet sung Eppo Varuvaru. He's not yet sung note. Gama Marigapa innum varale. So Vellai Tamare varale, Karpagame varale. So these rickshaw pullers would give up their assignment and say, no, I won't come till he sings those songs. So there will be one big lot of people who used to come for his concert just for the post-Tani compositions. So which did not make him any step lower or cheap or adulterated or impure. That was also pure. Anything this man touched was pure gold. From Ragam Tanam Pallavi to Swaram singing to one word Neravils. It's like Bindu, no? Nada Bindu is. So he takes Etaneo Peravi. Etaneo means it is the Bindu. It is just the nerve of Shankaraparna. He just cut without any effort. It's not like he's floundering and it touches automatically, he hits. So he died in 1968 June, and I was born in 1968 August. So after he died, his Atma kind of went around for some time. 2 months later, so he entered my mother's womb. So I used to think the time between his death and my birth. So I used to think at one time, Must have been. There is next janmam happens. So why this person I have never heard of till age 16 or 17. First time I heard him itself, I was like finished only. And musically, we keep learning more and more. We keep discovering more and more. And as I said, I spent so many years, decades with Balamurali Krishna, who is a legend by himself. M.D. Ramadan is there. Many other musical loves are there. But the position Madurai Mani has, the first time I heard him, it has only increased. And I thank Essae Music Association for giving me a chance to just share a few thoughts about Madurai Mani Iyer. I thank all of you for having been such a beautiful and receptive audience. And if the video comes online, for the younger people, I'm saying, please listen to the Madurai Mani recordings, the amazing Madurai Mani recordings, which are available on YouTube and many other sites. Because if you're a music student, definitely you sing Shankarabaranam or Kalyani or Todi or Kharagarapriya or Kiravani or Latangi or Pantural, any of these ragas, it's a one shot. Of course, we should listen to many people for sure. But I want to just get one authentic picture of Shankarabaranam. Means blindly, not blindly, but with awareness, you listen to Madurai Mani. 100% you will thank me later. And the value will only keep, in fact, as I said earlier, some beautiful recordings are available and it is few views, like 400 views or something. 400 views, 300 will be same person like me who would have watched it again and again. You know? So, because when so many things are happening now, for example, in the quest of newness, in the quest of something different, there is one trend. For example, I take Bihag, not I, but somebody takes Bihag. You add one phrase of Valachi, one phrase of Kamas, one phrase of Hamir Kalyani, one phrase of Yamuna Kalyani. And then people say, oh, that Bihag sounded very new. It is not, I have not heard, like one new color came. How? It is not Bihag at all. You just polluted it with phrases from other ragas. You pollute with other phrases just for the sake of giving some startling new image, which is a very, very unhealthy trend. But what will stand the test of time, only time will tell, we don't know. But when all this is happening, something to ground us and bring back to the right values, to the right measure of Shuddha Swaram and Gamakam, and mathematics also. He was never against mathematics, though he never indulged in it. He says, as long as you can do mathematics without sacrificing Raga Bhava, it is okay. But unfortunately, many people who do mathematics do sacrifice Raga Bhava. And Madurai Mani, another specialty, they say, Ajata Shatru. That is like, for him, an enemy is not yet born. So, Ajata Shatru, everyone loves him. So, from the top to bottom, everyone loves him. And one thing is that, see, I like M.D. Ramadan and I sing slowly means, oh, it's like my singing, I like M.D. Ramadan. But Madurai Mani's specialty is that people who did not sing like him also liked him. For example, the first point we think of Madurai Mani is his adherence to Shruti. It's perfectly in Shruti. And there are people who sing completely off Shruti who like Madurai Mani. You know? So though they don't sing in Shruti, and Madurai Mani was full of this abundance of Sarvalaghu and zero mathematics. And people who do excessive mathematics, they also like Madurai Mani. So that is that universal appeal from that time till now, and hopefully in future also, it will always last. So thank you so much for being beautiful evening. Thank you so much.
Like Prince Rama Varma, I was also born after the death of Madurai Mani Iyer, so I had never had the privilege of ever listening to him live. But I think in listening to his session today, he was brought alive by his words and by his music. Thank you so much. I don't think 2 hours is sufficient for a topic like this. But he did absolute justice to the topic, brought several facets of his personal life as well as the musical achievements in this very short session. Thank you so much for rendering this wonderful, wonderful session to us.
As I said, really, the first time I got a chance officially to speak about Madurai Mani. It's a I feel so grateful.
I'm associated with Prince for close to a decade now, not very closely though, but I am associated. I follow his YouTube channel, and of course, one thing that we all should learn from a person like him, despite his musical achievements, despite his stature, you will find him attending several concerts. Even if his disciple singing, he'll be there in the front row. If he's in Bangalore, if he's free that evening, he wants to listen to somebody. He's one person who's, whatever he spoke today about what a student should do, he's done that. So he's every bit of what he advises to others. So he's always been there. So during those interactions with him, the few interactions with him, I got to know his passion for, of course, MDR. When I first met him itself, both of us like MDR, so we started talking about him. But then I wanted to have MDR's lecture here. Unfortunately, Music Academy, he delivered a lecture which is watched by several people on the YouTube channel. If you have not done it, you should go and watch it.
Music Academy is so good that if you search Prince Rama Varma, you won't find that lecture. Because they have tagged it so nicely. It is like MD Ramanathan's centenary lecture, something like that. So only if you know that link, you will find it. Otherwise, you won't find it. It is December 2022. December 2022, Madras Music Academy, MD Ramanathan, maybe you may get it.
But I encourage all of you to go and watch that YouTube video. It's wonderful coverage of the entire life history and the music of MD Ramanathan. And similarly, recently there was one along with his student Amrita Venkatesh. He did a lecture on Ucharip. Ucharane. That also was a wonderful session. So I've been following him on YouTube channels, listening to all of these things. So I came to know from the channels, also from him, that he's never spoken yet on Madurai Mani Iyer. And when I asked him also, he readily agreed. And it was such a privilege and honor for us to listen about his passion from him. Thank you once again so much for this wonderful session. I request our senior Rasika, Mr. Ganeshan, to honor Prince today.
I had... suppose you ask me, can you demonstrate Madurai Mani music like in one shot? I wanted to demonstrate, but I don't want to spoil your environment. I had brought this tube of soap bubbles. If you just wave it, bubbles will come. So I had actually had, but I don't want bubble spots to form on the wall. So I'm just showing this.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are so honored by your session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now you can say hamper sponsored by somebody. Such a big hamper.
Our next concert is on November 23rd. Again, the same location. It will start at 4 o'clock, not at 5 o'clock. It is by Vidwan Bengaluru Shankar. And we have put together a very unique Pakavadyam for him this time. S. Varadarajan violin. And we are going to have Trichy Shankaran sir, who's going to come on Mridangam, and Giridhar Udupa on Ghatam. So I've been able to reach out to Trichy Shankaran sir where he was still, and he talked about his guru already. So
in fact, Shankaran sir, he plays with me also. He rounds up the Tanyavartanam without playing Khandam on stage. No, you have to play Khandam next. Because his Khandam and Parani Khandam is so ebullient, amazing, unbelievable.
So this is on November 23rd. Of course, I will send you out invitations like I always do through WhatsApp only. We've stopped communicating through email. So if you want to receive my communication, please send me a missed call and tell me to add you as your recipient. And you have to save my number in your phone. Otherwise, you will not get my broadcast messages. I don't send it individually. I broadcast it to a group. But for that, you should have saved my number. And I also request you not to publish this program in social media platform.
Yeah, for me it was very difficult to hold back and not publish this because I know the restriction of space.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say, hey, I'm speaking about Madurai Mani.
So we request you not to publish on social media platform. Of course, if you want to invite your friends and people who are interested in what we are doing here, please message me and I'll add them in my list and I'll also directly invite them as well. But don't publish in social media because we won't be able to estimate dinner and then we'll run short. which is something that we don't want to do. Please do join us for dinner after this. Once again, thank you all for coming in such large numbers. The evidence, the proof of that is with Mrs. Varma's session.
It's because Madurai Mani has been, and even now Madurai Mani is a crowd puller. So this credit goes to him.
So two factors. One, of course, Madurai Mani himself.